Roundup family, just hanging out with my boy Daniel Borrero. What's up, my friend?
Good, good.
We're just gonna give you a quick tour around that family. Very quickly, we're gonna just be going through Brooklyn and Brooklyn Heights, or is it just Brooklyn?
We actually went through Brooklyn Heights earlier.
Already
This
did
is Fort Greene, Brooklyn here.
We want to just show you, and Daniel's gonna show us together some of the properties that he owns right here in Brooklyn.
This one here is a 3-family house. It's pre-war construction. It's stick built, which means frame. But back then they used to put in between the frames all brick. This here is a house that has a horse walk immediately to your right. Horse walk means when this house was built, they used to keep the horses in the back.
Oh, that little where the door is?
That's
the
right.
black door?
That's called a horse walk.
Let's see if I
and
can
they would
zoom
bring
in.
their horses to the backyard. So the top apartments are three bedrooms each.
Horse walk.
And then the second floor apartment is only 2 bedrooms, but that's because of the horse walk.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And in Brooklyn here, the average rent for 2-bedroom, what is it, 2 bedrooms?
Well, it depends which block. So this block here, because it's closer to the BQE, this is going for a 2-bedroom, about $3,100. If you're a block further up the corner, same square footage, you're at about another $400. So.
Wow, good gracious. Nice. Okay, let's do it.
Yep.
I love it. What's your maintenance on that thing, Daniel? I mean, do you put
Well, I
something
mean, we've
aside?
owned the building for 20 years, so other than normal maintenance, but we've renovated the building when we first bought it, and we actually just renovated one of the apartments, two of the apartments that just vacated. When I say renovated, it was slight renovations.
Yeah.
Just the kitchens, because the bathrooms were still good.
Well, the exterior looked good to me.
Yeah. We did that whole building about 20 years ago, top to bottom. We brought in all new water mains, all new sewer lines, gas lines, electric lines. We brought everything in.
Now, on an earlier video, did you have to do the scaffolding on that too, like to cover it
Well,
up?
if we had done with today's new laws, we would have had to put the scaffolding. Back then, we didn't have to do the scaffolding. But
I'm walking through Brooklyn Heights with my boy Daniel, a real estate investor here in Brooklyn.
yes,
What's
I
up?
am.
I just want to bring you a flip tip and tell you, if you think your renovation is high, before you even get started here, you got to start with scaffolding. Daniel, go ahead, break it down.
So any exterior work you do, even if it's painting, unless you're within 40 feet from the sidewalk, since a lot of buildings are set back 40 feet, in this particular area, most of them are not, you got to put up the scaffolding. I just did a job where the scaffolding for 22 feet cost me about $10,000, literally, and all I was doing was fixing the cornice on the top of the property itself. That was only literally like a 4-day job.
Now, what are the scaffolding for, Daniel? I want to know.
Scaffolding is essentially to limit the risk of liability or anyone getting injured, because what happened was years ago they'd say, guys would come in and say, I'm just painting, but what they would really do was sandblasting, power washing, then you have loose bricks that are falling. So the city came out and said, you know what, we're not believing anybody, any job within this circumstances have to put up the scaffolding. So of course the scaffolding companies are making a mint right now.
That's why I wanted to.
Yeah.
You think you got it bad. You can't even get started.
I mean, this here is easy, $25,000.
I'm like, and that's before any work is done.
Yeah, that has to go first.
Unbelievable.
Better not. And the other thing is they want plywood across the entire property. You can't have any billboards or any signage on the property.
Nothing exposed. You can't see.
That
it.
adds another huge expense too, right?
I'm thinking
you got 3/4 inch ply exterior wood.
Yes.
And then the labor to put it up.
To put it up.
That's right. Take it down.
And no doubt the people putting it up, they want to put up a certain way. They don't want it just thrown up.
Oh, it's got to go according to whatever the code is.
Yeah, that's my point. Yeah. I know we got to get to lunch, Daniel. I got to ask you, the people that are putting up the scaffolding, are they cool with the permits? I'm trying to think.
They do everything for you. So once you have the permit, then they go and get their permit to work underneath your
So it's another permit just for the scaffolding.
Precisely.
My mind is telling me these people got to be, it's just about money.
It's all about money. Well, some of it has to do with the liability too.
Yeah, that's true. But this to me looks extremely expensive. I mean, it's metal scaffolding, you've got your I-beams.
Like I said,
it's crazy.
This is outstanding.
I-beams going across just to get to work. You think you got it bad around our family? Go ahead, I'm sorry. All right, thank you, Dan.
With the work we did, with today's new laws, we would have had to do the scaffolding,
Which would have added what to the budget?
Well, we're talking 20 years ago, probably about 5.
I mean, it's a day's
In today's dollars, about 10 to 12.
Scaffolding. Wow. Let's keep looking, see what else Daniel has for us to see. I'm excited. I just love looking at real estate in other cities. It's amazing.
Yeah, this is New York City's an animal by itself, isn't it?
Let's do it. We're just gonna roll the camera, y'all. We're just gonna roll.
This building here, I'm taking you to back. When we bought this property, this building was drug infested. The owner used to rent out the top floor and a storefront to sell drugs. My dad had a store on the corner. When he found out that he was going to reopen after the cops busted him, he demanded that I go over and make a deal with him.
This is your store too, right?
Yeah, it used to be a deli.
Okay.
And we actually bought the building from him just so that he wouldn't be next to my father's store selling drugs again. Believe it or not. I'm going to have to knock on the door, so you may want to stop this for a second.
Okay. Round up family. I'm literally down in Brooklyn. Look at this. I think this goes up to the Manhattan Bridge. You'll see there. We got to drop off some, I forget what these are called, Schluter strips. Daniel didn't know that I knew that, I'm sure.
You know what? I'm proud of you because I have a hard time remembering myself.
We're dropping off some Schluter strips because these are the strips that you use to put the tile. The tile goes, it butts right in there. So it gives you a nice finished edge there. And Daniel uses, I'm going to ask him why he's using vinyl Schluter strips. I like to use the metal ones, so he'll tell us that why. I'm an expert, but I love to hang out with people that have been doing this business longer than me because I can learn from them. You never know it all. So he owns that building there. That's one of his buildings. Right on the end there. It used to be, he said it used to be a convenience store. Now it's a bicycle store. I'll give you a nice shot of it. I love hanging out with people, even with me, when I'm with my clients, we go by the houses that I own. So, Daniel, what's upstairs?
Those are 3 apartments of those. Then we have the 2 garages behind that we rent. And then we also have the building right after that corner.
Okay.
The one after the corner market, that's ours as well.
So we got commercial downstairs, rental units upstairs.
Yeah,
cool.
I love those are mixed use properties and I love them.
Gotcha. So we're going, I'm literally just hanging out with them. You ready, Daniel?
Yeah, come on.
All right, let's do it. We're going to drop off some materials at one of the sites.
Just always dusty because of the job we're doing, but normally it's not like that.
We don't care.
So this is a unit that we had to evict a tenant from.
Recently?
It's been about a month and a half.
Why'd you have to evict them? How you doing, bro?
Is my father here left? So we had to evict him essentially.
Right here?
Yeah.
Down here?
His track record in paying, I don't tolerate people paying when they feel like paying. Just because of the quality of my life. So I got rid of him to increase my quality of life.
Gotcha.
Plus this apartment hadn't been done in about 20 years.
Okay.
So as you can see, we're putting a new kitchen.
Wow, kitchen's gone.
We opened up this wall here.
This is the kitchen right here?
Yeah.
All right. Sink.
Yeah, we're putting in a new bathroom. Redesigned the entire building.
I love it.
Actually.
You're doing a shower base, a custom. No, that's a pan. You got a shower pan.
Yeah, I use the pans.
Quicker.
Yeah, not only that, but the shower bases. Sometimes they leak after a few years, and we're
they will.
This for long term.
Tell me about your framing you got going over there. Stand over there, Daniel, and help me show me the framing you're gonna do. You got to frame something in over here.
No, actually, this is going to be a glass. This is going to be a glass here instead of wall.
Gotcha.
So that reduces the space by 2.5 inches to allow us to put in a bigger vanity.
Gotcha.
It
Okay.
also looks nicer. It makes the room look brighter. It makes the room look much bigger.
So you can put a knee wall or glass all the way down?
So
Or?
it'll go all the way down.
That's gonna be crazy.
Then over here is going to be the niche
Nice.
that we put in for the soaps and all that.
I love it.
And then this back here is, bedroom. One side bedroom.
Oh man, very large. This
But this,
looks like a
for New
14,
York City, this is typical.
14 by 14 maybe.
Yeah,
15.
yeah. But for New York City, this is actually a decent size.
I love it.
1 bedroom, then there's another half a bedroom
like
in
it.
the front.
I like it. So what you doing on the floor here, Dan?
Say that again?
What are you gonna do on the floor here?
This is all, they're coming on Monday. We're going to go down a mud floor. Then I know a lot of guys use the cement boards.
Yeah.
We don't. We throw down mud floor.
What's that?
Mud floor is actually a cement base, a real cement base.
You're pouring it?
Yeah, it levels the entire floor.
On the wood?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, first they put down tar paper.
Gotcha.
Roofing paper. Then you put down your mesh. And then you.
Oh, you're meshing. Okay.
Then you
Gotcha.
put down your cement, but it levels out the entire floor. It's a stronger base. It
lasts a lot longer. There's no cracks. The tiles don't crack.
Nice.
But you asked me about why am I using the vinyl?
Yeah, vinyl.
Because that's going into the bathroom.
Okay.
Bathrooms are very moist.
Yeah.
Because of humidity, over the, within 7 to 8 years, that metal starts rusting. Whereas plastic doesn't.
Gotcha.
So again, everything we do is
for a reason.
Not only for the reason, for a reason, but it's less maintenance over the long term.
Gotcha.
And that's the other half of that.
I don't see central heating and air units up here a lot.
Say that
Daniel.
again?
I don't see central heating and air units frequently.
New York City's different animal. You don't have that in New York City. They have wall units or window units for your ACs, and then the radiators for your heat.
Gotcha. This is floor tile again? I got that same one.
That's you can see, that's
24 12 by 24. Okay. Looks good to me. But this is a one bathroom. One bedroom.
One bathroom, one bedroom.
One bedroom.
Yeah.
Okay. And the rents for this typical?
This is gonna be like $2,100.
Good God Almighty, $2,100. I don't even get that.
This
much
is
for
Lefty.
a four.
Lefty's been with me. Turn around, Lefty. Say hello. How long you been with me, Lefty?
About 20 years or so.
There you go.
Good guy.
My right hand man.
Okay.
Take
Nice
care,
to meet
Lefty.
I don't even get $2,100 for a 3-bedroom house with a 1-car garage.
Oh yeah, it's just, again, New York City's a different animal, man. Total different animal. Can't compare it.
No, apples and oranges.
Can't compare it.
I love it. This is so
But,
cool.
You keep asking me about the garages.
Let me see. That's right. Yeah. Let me get in front of you. So you rent out garages. Just tell me a little bit about it before we get to the car.
So the garages is actually the best. You want to get into real estate business? Get into parking lots of garages.
Why is that, Dave? They don't have to the
You don't
car.
have to go through no eviction. You're not paying for maintenance. You're not paying. Excuse me.
Okay.
You're not paying for anything. You're basically just providing a space and electricity. No heat, no anything. These are getting about $450 a month each.
$450. 1, 2. Both of these yours?
Yeah, each one.
Nice.
We know we have other ones as well. Sometimes they're depending on how congested how populated the area is what determines the price.
Gotcha. So someone just comes to you, hey, I need somewhere to park my car for the month. How do you rent them out?
I rent them out by the year and they pay monthly.
Wow. Okay, let's keep moving around.
You may want to show them these properties here. This is all pre-war construction.
Huxtables. Oh wow. This is just gorgeous.
What do the fish get to eat if they don't?
Please do not feed the fish.
Then what do they eat?
I'm sure they get fed something.
I'm sure they're eating good out here.
I bet they eat some of the
Oh, yeah, this whole thing.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's leather.
So you see what I was talking, they took down the old Cornish. They're going to replace it with something like that. That there is at least 40 grand.
Just to put that little...
Well, because you got to go this way, across the front, and then down the corner, the side.
I see.
And that's all skilled labor work. And of course, because you're in Brooklyn Heights, right? So the more expensive the property, the more expensive the contractors are going to charge.
That scalping is going to have to come across, isn't it, Daniel? Or they just blocking it all the way off?
No,
Looks like we got...
blocked it all the way off because he's within those 40 feet. Okay. Depends. Each area has different codes because it also depends on the size, how wide the sidewalk is.
I see.
So it could be if you're within 40 feet from the building facade to the curb. You follow?
Yeah.
So that's why they probably don't have to do it on this side. So he saved himself another problem. This is about 15 grand.
Just because he... Wow, round up family. If you think you got it bad. Wow, this is unbelievable construction here. Look at the scaffold. I can see this building is that has to be some type of lead-based paint coming off of there. They're gonna have to sandblaze that.
But on the interior for sure.
What type of paint you think that's latex coming off?
Yeah, that's definitely latex.
Okay, gotcha.
On the inside, that age of a building, you always have to assume you're gonna have lead paint, and then on the basement, you always have to assume you're gonna have asbestos. So whenever you figure in that job, whatever the numbers are gonna be, you have to figure those numbers into the job.
So this, I mean, it's got to be more than one layer of paint on this thing. I don't know.
Oh yeah. What they're gonna do with that is because they want this to match. They're gonna power wash the living hell out of this. And if it doesn't get everything out, they sandblast it. Then they come with grinders. They take out all the old cement between the brick, and then they
point it all up. Okay. All right, let's go get some lunch. Round up family. Make sure you. Oh, this way. Oh, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Like the content. Tell me about your hidden expenses that you have when you're renovating properties. Because in Virginia, we don't have any of this stuff, but we do have other things that are hidden. Okay, I love you. Talk to you soon. Like this content. Peace.